I extend my warm greetings and welcome in absentia to our Principal Madam, Dr. D. Brinda, who offers her steadfast support to our functioning. I take great reverence in welcoming our Secretary Sir, Dr. T. Kannayan, and thank him for his guidance and support. I welcome our Vice Principals, heads of various departments, Physical Director, Assistant Physical Director, faculty members, and students for this session. Hope today the session will give all of us an opportunity to embrace changes for the better. A warm and hearty welcome to all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your warm words of welcome. As a token of our gratitude, I request the dignitaries to honor our chief guest, Mr. Guru Siddharth. Thank you, dignitaries, for doing and accepting the honors. Physical fitness is one of the most important keys to a healthy body, as it is the basis for dynamic and creative intellectual activity, says John F. Kennedy. Today, we have amongst us a dynamic fitness expert, Mr. Guru Siddharth, the founder and managing director of the Muscle Movement, a pioneering organization in the fitness industry. With over a decade of experience, Mr. Siddharth has established himself as a prominent figure in fitness training and education. With Masters in Sports Management and PhD in Sports Technology, he is an American Council certified personal trainer and a certified strength and conditioning specialist. As a sports performance coach, fitness consultant, and training head, his expertise are in the areas of nutrition coaching, aerobic training, lifestyle medicine, and empowering mental health through behavioral change. Mr. Siddharth's professional achievements are marked by the establishment of Unschool, South India's first school for sports and fitness science, aiming to elevate the standards of fitness professionals. As a managing director of Unisport, he delivers high-quality sports facilities for various sports and activities. In addition to his innovative sports initiatives, Mr. Siddharth has trained over 700 clients, including celebrities and national-level athletes, emphasizing on the importance of combining the art of coaching with the science of training to achieve holistic and effective fitness outcomes. With heartfelt delight, we welcome you, sir, to address our students on the importance of holistic well-being.
Good morning all. Good morning all. Katie, good morning all. Good morning, sir. Great. First of all, I'd like to thank PSG College of Arts and Science for giving this wonderful opportunity to address this young dynamic crowd here, and to all the respectable dignitaries on stage, and a special thanks to our principal, Mrs. Brinda ma'am, who has created an opportunity for us to address the crowd. So, எல்லாருக்கும் தமிழ் புரியும்ல? So, all are comfortable with Tamil? Okay. So, chinna disclaimer, I am not here to teach you what you have to do, because உங்கள் இடத்துல இருந்தால் நானும் தூங்குவேன். ஸோ அதனால் being students, our first ideology is about getting into the college. We get into the college, we think college is everything. Or impact of cinema will also be there. யோசிச்சிருக்கேன். காலேஜ் போகும்போது ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் பயங்கர ஃபேண்டசைஸ்டாக இருக்கும். இந்த இனிதி இனிது படம் பார்த்துருக்கீங்களா? எத்தனை பேர் பார்த்துருக்கீங்க? மேலே எத்தனை பேர் அந்த படம் பார்த்துருக்கீங்க? இனிது இனிது. ஸோ அதில் வந்து காலேஜ் இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு காமிச்சிருப்பாங்க. அப்படிலாம் இருக்கும் போல இருக்குன்னு நானும் போனேன். ஸோ I did my bachelor's in Rajalakshmi Engineering College. I come from a background of mechanical engineering. நான் இப்போ இருக்கிறதுக்கும் நான் பண்ணதுக்கு சுத்தமாக சம்மந்தமே இல்லை. ஸோ அப்படி தான் I went inside. So it is very fascinating to see so much dynamic crowd sitting here with the same mindset. நான் டே ஒன்ல இப்படி தான் உட்காந்துருந்தேன். பட் கடைசியில் உட்காந்துருந்தேன். Standing here from the last crowd is actually giving me a lot of boost. Even I was a last bencher in the college, so தெரியும், clap வரும் தெரியும். Okay, so how many people play sports here? Girls side? How many people play sports here? மேலே எத்தனை பேர்? ஐயோ கேட்டுட்டாரே, கை தூக்கணுமே, தூக்கக்கூடாது. நிஜமாக எத்தனை பேர் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் விளாட்றீங்க? கிரேட். நீங்களாம்? கிரேட் கிரேட். ஸோ we have Mr. Navneet sir here. I think நான் அவர்கிட்ட ஃபோனில் பேசியிருக்கேன். ஸோ இட்ஸ் ரியலி நைஸ் மீட்டிங் யூ சார். ஸோ அவர் இருக்காருன்னு பயந்துட்டு எல்லோரும் கை தூக்குறீங்களா? சரி, எத்தனை பேர் கிரிக்கெட்டிங் விளையாடுவீங்க? How many athletics players are here? Track and field. Okay. Volleyball? Football? Great. Basketball? Great. Badminton? Oh, not bad. மேலே யாராவது? Oh, great, great. Lovely. Okay. எத்தனை பேருக்கு ஸ்போர்ட்ஸை கரியராக எடுக்கணும்னு ஆசையாக இருக்குது? How many people? How many people want to take sports as a career? மேலே? Okay, how many people want to become an athlete? International athlete or national athlete? How many people want to become a managerial expert in sport? Okay, how many people just watch sport? Great. Okay, hands down. Thank you. இல்லை, இதை நான் ஏன் கேட்டேன்னா, I want to understand the crowd's mindset first before I talk something. நான் நிறைய காலேஜ் போய் பேசியிருக்கோம், நிறைய ஸ்கூலில் போய் பேசியிருக்கேன். பட் PSG is something special because I come from Coimbatore. My native is Coimbatore. So it has some personal touch to me, and such a supportive, reputed institution here. The moment I said about sports, they told me, you come and address the crowd. So I'd like to give a grand round of applause to the college for that. Okay. Do you know how the sports has transformed in the past 5-10 years? எதை நோட் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க? எத்தனை பேர் கேலோ இண்டியா தெரியும்? How many people know Khelo India? What is the position of Tamil Nadu in Khelo India now? What is the position of Tamil Nadu in Khelo India now? Khelo India in 2024 right now is in second place after Maharashtra. Khelo India was happening for the past, I think, 7-8 years, if I'm not wrong. My numbers might be wrong. So around 7 to 8 years it's been happening. Tamil Nadu is to start with top 10 table kuda varala. Now we are in the second place in the past 7 years. So look at the potential of how the sports industry has developed in the past 5-6 years. So sports will always teach you success, and at the same time it will teach you a lot of failure. So it will teach you more failures. நம்ம சின்ன குழந்தையாக இருக்கும்போது ஏதோ ஒரு குறும்பு பண்ணோன்னா அம்மா அப்பா சொல்லுவாங்க, இதை பண்ணாத, டோன்ட் டூ திஸ். கரெக்டாக? ஏதோ ஒரு விஷயம் நமக்கு வேணும்னு அடம் பிடிச்சோன்னா அது வாங்கி தர மாட்டேன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. இட் இஸ் ஆல் அபவுட் டீச்சிங் யூ ஃபெயிலியர்ஸ். எப்போவுமே சக்ஸஸை பற்றி பாசிட்டிவாக பேசணுங்கிற அவசியம் இல்லை. த மோர் யூ டாக் அபவுட் ஃபெயிலியர்ஸ், த மோர் யூ ஃபேஸ் ஃபெயிலியர்ஸ் person in life. Take it as a career, always keep playing sport, because sports has a connectivity with you which can build your personal development. It gives you that strength from inside, it gives you that potential outcome from inside. ஒரு சின்ன எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொல்லணும்னா, நான் சென்னையில் தான் படித்தேன். I did my schooling in SBOA. So SBOA basically it's in Anna Nagar there. I was playing basketball for a while. I was a district captain for my school. Adukaprom, I think after 10th and 12th, again peer pressure, you have to come out of the sport, you have to focus on education. So I started studying for my board exams. Adukaprom I wanted to play sport, obviously. The TV wire லாம் கட் பண்ணிடுவாங்கல்ல படிக்கிறதுக்கு. ஸோ அதெல்லாம் நடந்துச்சு. Then I want to continue sport, obviously. But I had this interest towards mixed martial arts. So I was a state level silver medalist in boxing in the year, I think, 2000. Thank you. So in the year 2015-16, Nanigram, I was there, and I moved into mixed martial arts. I was trained for 7-8 years. So I represented national jiu-jitsu and judo. But I didn't win any medal for that, but I represented that. ஆனால் நேஷ்னல் ரெப்ரசன்ட் பண்ணது வீட்டில் சொல்ல மாட்டேன். ஏன்னா இது சின்ஸ் இட்ஸ் காம்பேக்ட் ஸ்போர்ட், இட் இஸ் வெரி ரஃப் அண்ட் டஃப். நிறைய இன்ஜுரிஸோடு வீட்டுக்கு வருவேன். மை டேட் இஸ் வெரி பாசிட்டிவ். ஹி ஆல்வேஸ் என்கரேஜஸ் மீ டு டூ தீஸ் திங்ஸ். பட் மை மாம் ஆன் த அதர் ஹேண்ட், ஷீ இஸ் வெரி சென்சிட்டிவ். மூஞ்சில் ஏதாவது காயத்தோடு வீட்டுக்கு வந்தேன்னா இனிமேல் அந்த பக்கம் போகவே கூடாதுன்றவாங்க. பைக் சாவியெல்லாம் எடுத்து வச்சுருவாங்க. ஸோ that is how sport has been part of my life. And the moment I jumped out of schooling, what happened is I wanted to pursue a career in sports. So I started researching myself of what kind of a degree or what kind of a scope that gives me a land value in sports. So யோசிக்கும்போது I think that is the first time Ramachandra University introduced BSc in Sports and Exercise Science. அப்போ தான் வெரி ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் எக்ஸசைஸ் சயின்ஸ்னு ஒரு தனி கோர்ஸ் இஸ் பீன் ஃபார்ம்ட். ஐ பேட்லி வாண்ட் டு டூ இட். பட் அகெயின் திருப்பி அதை பற்றி சொன்னால் புரியாது பாதி பேருக்கு. இதில் என்ன கெரியர் இருக்க போகுது? ஹார்ட்லி யூ லேர்ன் 10,000 பீயிங் அ ட்ரெயினர் ஒரு கோச். திஸ் இஸ் த ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் ஐ கான்ஸ்டன்ட்லி ரிசீவ் ஃப்ரம் பீப்புள். I think the trainers here can relate. So this is the constant words that we hear. And so I had to do my bachelor's in mechanical engineering. The moment I finished my mechanical engineering, I had 11 arrears. So 11 arrears I have to clear within 2 semesters. Because I know it's not my cup of tea. Engineering was never my cup of tea. But I wanted to complete the degree just for my parents. See, certainly my parents were supportive with sports. அவங்க நீ இதில் கெரியர் பர்சியூ பண்ணக்கூடாதுலாம் சொல்ல. பட் யூ ஃபினிஷ் அ பேசிக் டிகிரி, தென் டூ யுவர் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் பேரலி. தட் வாஸ் தேர் மைண்ட் செட். அண்ட் நீங்கள் அதை புரிய வைக்கவும் முடியாது. அகெயின் த ஜென்ரேஷன் கேப் இஸ் தேர், லாட் ஆஃப் திங்ஸ். ஸோ த மொமெண்ட் they got to know I had 11 arrears, they said, I don't think this is your cup of tea. Then I have to obviously clear my arrears. So in the time நடுவில் என்ன பண்ணுவேன், I think the teachers have to excuse me. நான் என்ன பண்ணுவேன், காலேஜ் செவரு எகிரி குடிச்சு வெளில போவேன். ஸோ இன்ஜினியரிங்கில் காலேஜ் சிவகிரி குச்சி வெளில போய் எனக்கு 4 மணிக்கு ஃபிட்னஸ் ஒன் அப்போ இருந்துச்சு. ஸோ டு கிவ் ஏ ஹெட்ஸ் அப், த பர்சன் ஹூ சிட்டிங் ஹியர் he was the former general manager of fitness one, and அவர் கீழே தான் I was working for a while, and now he is the academic director of fun school along with me, joining hands. ஸோ 4 மணிக்கு எகிரி குச்சி வெளில போவேன்னா 3 o'clock பஸ்ஸு, ஆனால் 4 மணி வரைக்கும் சம்டைம்ஸ் ஸ்பெஷல் கிளாஸ்னு போட்டு உட்கார வச்சுருவாங்க. ஸோ விச் பிசஸ் மீ ஆஃப் அ லாட். ஏன்னா எனக்கு தட் பார்ட் டைம் ஜாப் மேட்டர்ஸ் த மோஸ்ட். ஸோ ஐ ஜம்ப் அவுட் ஆஃப் த காலேஜ் ஆர் ட்ரை டு கட் இட் இன் சம் வே. ஐ கோ அவுட். ஒரு 4 hours of that work gives me ultimate satisfaction. And I'm next day morning 6 o'clock எனக்கு பஸ்ஸு. So I have to catch the bus in the morning. So I come home at 9:30. I have my dinner. I finish all the record works, etc., etc. Then I go to bed around 12 o'clock. So this was my regular routine for the past 4 years since I completed my bachelor's. So during that time, I was parallelly working in Fitness One, which gave me a lot of, boost. That, ஏதோ லைஃப்பில் உருப்படி ஏதோ ஒன்றாவது பண்ணிகிட்டு இருக்கோம் இந்த இண்டஸ்ட்ரி ரிலேட்டடாக அப்படின்னு. I think Fitness One used to pay me hardly $4,000 a month. But money was secondary to me. It's all about what kind of an experience I gained from that. So the moment I finished Fitness One, everything was done. Now it's time for me to choose what I want to do for my master's, where I have to be. So I did a lot of certifications parallelly in American Council on Exercise, National Strength and Conditioning Association, etc. I was completely prepared, and I want to pursue my career in sports. ஸோ அந்த டைம்லலாம் வந்து உங்களுக்கு கவுன்சிலிங் பண்ணலாம் ஆள் கிடையாது. இதுதான் கரெக்டான பாத், உங்களுக்கு இந்த ஐடிபி அதெல்லாம் இருக்குல்ல, அப்போ அதெல்லாம் இல்லை. ஸோ நானே சர்ச் பண்ணேன். அப்போ ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு குளோபல் ரீச்னு சொல்லி ஒரு சின்ன கம்பெனி இருந்துச்சு. ஸோ அவங்கக்கிட்ட போய் எனக்கு ஐ வாண்ட் டு டூ சம்திங் அப்படின்னேன். அப்போ அவங்க சொன்னாங்க, ஆஸ்திரேலியாவில் வந்து there is a course called Masters in Sports Management. So maybe you can try that அப்படின்னாங்க. ஸோ அதுக்கு வாட் இஸ் த ரிக்குவயர்மெண்ட்? இப்போ இந்த நியூ எஜுகேஷன் பாலிசின்னு ஒன்று வந்திருக்குல்ல, ஸோ அதில் வந்து லெட்ஸ் சே யூ ஆர் ஃபினிஷிங் அ பிகாம் அப்படின்னா யூ கேன் சூஸ் வாட் எவர் எலெக்டிவ் யூ வாண்ட் இன் த மாஸ்டர்ஸ். ஸோ தெர் இஸ் அ ப்ரொவிஷன் அவைலபிள் இப்போ இருக்கிற எஜுகேஷன் சிஸ்டமில். அப்போ வந்து அது கிடையாது. ஸோ இஃப் ஐ ஹாவ் டு ஸ்விட்ச் ஃப்ரம் மெக்கானிக்கல் இன்ஜினியரிங் to my master's in sports management, which is like a paradigm shift completely, I have to keep my profile very strong. So what I did was, in the certification courses la enna panneno ellame submitted to them. They told me this is not enough, you have to gain more experience. Sir adutha enna pannalam? Fitness One had a parallel vertical called Propel. So Propel is basically fitness equipments company. So kidathata அடையாரில் ஒரு ஷோரூமில் ஐ வாஸ் ஒர்க்கிங் தேர் அஸ் அ கன்சல்டன்ட். உள்ளே இருக்கிற ட்ரெட்மில்ல ரோடு எடுத்துகிட்டு வந்து வி யூஸ் டு செல் இட். ஸோ ஏர்லி மார்னிங் கேம்பெயின்ஸ் வி யூஸ் டு டூ. இஎஃப்எக்ஸ் மிஷின் ட்ரெட்மில்ஸ் எல்லாம் வெளில எடுத்துகிட்டு வந்து ஸ்டாண்டி போட்டு வி யூஸ் டு செல். ஸோ ஐ வாஸ் டூயிங் தட் ஜாப் ஃபார் ஆல்மோஸ்ட் அ இயர், அண்ட் தென் ஐ மூவ் டு மெல்பர்ன். இன் லாட்ரோப் யூனிவர்சிட்டி ஐ வாஸ் pursuing my sports management for a while. So within that timeline, I have to find a job in Melbourne, related to my field. Let's say Gym Nation, Fitness First, and there are a lot of gyms are there. So I wanted to work there as a trainer. And நீங்கள் மந்த்லி எவ்வளோ earn பண்ணுறீங்களோ ட்ரெயினர்ஸ்க்கு, அது அவங்களோட 2 hours salary. So the income potential is very good. So I thought, okay, இவ்வளோ சர்டிஃபிகேட்ஸ் வச்சுருக்கோம், நமக்கு அங்கே வேலை கிடைக்கும்னா ஒருத்தன் கூட வேலை கொடுக்கல. என்னடா நமக்கு வந்த சோதனை இது, திருப்பி ஜோல்ட் அடிச்சுக்கிட்டே இருக்கேன். I was thinking. தென் ஒரு 1 month போச்சு, 2 months போச்சு. 3rd month I got frustrated. I was like, எல்லாருமே ரிஜெக்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க, what is the reason? Then I got to know the certificates that I've done are American based. The certificates I have to do is Australian based. So I have to do a certificate in Australian Strength and Conditioning Association to work there. இப்போ அந்த சர்டிஃபிகேட் நான் முடிக்கணும்னா I have to pay $3,000. காசே இல்லைன்னா வேலை தேடுறோம், திருப்பி வந்து $3,000 பே பண்ண எப்படி பே பண்ண முடியும்? ஸோ வாட் ஐ டிட், வேறு சாய்ஸ் இல்லை, ஐ ஹாவ் டு ஃபைண்ட் அ ஜாப். ஐ நீட் மனி இன் மை ஹேண்ட் டு ரன் மை அவுட்கம் தேர், பிகாஸ் ஐ எம் நாட் அ person who will go to my parents and ask for money. எனக்கு சுத்தமாக பிடிக்காது. So they have spent enough. I have spent around 30-35 lakhs for my masters அங்கே. So I thought, let's find a job. So மெல்பர்னில் சரவண பவன் ஒரு ஹோட்டல் இருக்குது. அங்கே டேரெக்டாக உள்ளே போயிட்டு, அண்ணா என்ன எனக்கு ஒரு வேலை வேணும், எதை பார்த்து போட்டு கொடுங்க அப்படின்னு. அங்கே வந்து ஃபார்ச்சுனேட்லி they were Tamil people inside the kitchen who makes dosa, idli and all those things. கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு 1.5 மாதம் my only job for every day. Like I work 4 to 5 hours a day, where they will pay me around $12 per hour. So it will be like $60 a day. It's a good amount to start with. So what I did, okay, I'm ready to do. அங்கேயே சாப்பிட்லாம், வேலை பார்த்துட்டு அங்கேயே சாப்பாடு கிடைக்கும். So it's very good. So I started my journey there. The day one job for almost 3 months was washing 3,000 plates every single day. That was the first job I did. So I used to wash 3,000 plates every single day to get $60 a day. So that will be equivalent to my grocery and other things I buy. And then the 4th month, they asked me to do a running duty. I have to take the plate, உள்ளேருந்து இப்போ எடுத்துகிட்டு வராங்களே, தோசைலாம் எடுத்துகிட்டு வராங்களே, ஸோ அந்த ஒர்க் பண்ணணும். I did that. Then they asked me to clean the tables, mop the floor. I did that. அப்புறம் ஒரு ஓரமாக ஒரு இடம் கொடுப்பாங்க, அங்கே தட்டு போட்டுருவான், நீங்கள் என்ன வேணுமோ ஆர்டர் பண்ணி சாப்பிட்லாம். ஸோ அன்றைக்கி தான் வந்து I was thinking, okay, life is putting me into a lesson. I have to understand and realize it doesn't have a straight path. So it always looks like a skyscraper. And I have to accept it. Whatever life and God gives me, I have to accept it. This will groom me as a person. So when I was working there, there was an incident which happened where, so inside duty வந்து Tamil people will be there. Outside the other peoples will be there. Like you can also see Italians working there. You can see Australians working there. So இந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும். So ஒரு point in time what happened, I have to prove myself to get an upgradation in that particular area. So when I was doing running duty, தெரியாமல் சட்னியோ சாம்பாரோ ஒரு கிளைண்ட்டோட காலில் கொட்டிட்டேன், கஸ்டமர் காலில். That manager gave me a tight slap. He told me, don't ever come here, go inside the kitchen. So I went to the godown duty. Godown எப்படி இருக்குன்னா under the ground. There's no lift or anything. மூட்டையை தோளில் எடுத்துகிட்டு மேலே வரணும். He told me, நீ தான் ஃபிட்னஸ் பண்ணுறியே, அரிசி மூட்டையை மேலே தூக்கிட்டு வா. ஸோ ஐ யூஸ் டு டூ தட் ஃபார் 2 months. ஏன்னா அதில் பே அதிகம். இங்கே $12 மூட்டையை மேலே தூக்கிட்டு வரணும்னா I will be getting around $17 per hour. So I was like, I'm okay, I'll do it. So I was doing that. And the moment I came back, I converted my master's sports management into diploma in sports management. I took a break of 6 months. I converted into a diploma. I came back to India. I told my mom and dad one thing. See, I don't think I can find a job in Australia. I don't think the country is welcoming for me. Just give me 1 year time. I'll be back. I'll prove myself. இல்லைனா இந்த இண்டஸ்ட்ரி விட்டு நான் போயிடுறேன் அப்படின்னு. So I came back. I applied for my MBA sports management from here in MBA ESG Paris. So whatever I've earned from Saravana Bhavan, almost 50% I put into the education that I'm investing. So I moved to Paris for a year. I studied 1 year of MBA in Jain University, Bangalore. Then I moved for a year of sports management to Paris. I did my Paris, everything was done. I came back, COVID happened. During COVID time, I started my Instagram page called Train with Sid. We had a massive reach, and we also started a vertical called the Muscle Movement, where we trained around 700 clients in the past 1 year of COVID time. At the time, we had many clients where one client's transformation was very good, and I was like, I know this guy very well. See, யாராக இருக்கும் என்னன்னு தெரியல. தென் ஒரு 3 months ட்ரைனிங் ஆரம்பித்தோம். இட் மூவ்ட் இன்டு 6 months. Then nearing that date, I know who he is.
I realized that phase. The moment I gave him a transformation, so muscle movement or Instagram page பார்த்தீங்கன்னா full of transformations இருக்கும். So on the transformation post பண்ணும்போது தான் I figured out, okay, he's a person with whom I know, who's familiar with the face. Then we used to collect reviews over the video call. We had a team for that to collect the reviews. Reviews collect பண்ணும்போது I told him, என் டீம் கிட்ட சொன்னேன், இந்த பர்சனுக்கு மட்டும் நான் ரிவ்யூ கலெக்ட் பண்ணுறேன். Then I went on the video call. He gave me a review. I asked him, do you remember me? He told me, no, I don't remember you. I told him, you're the one who slapped me in Sarana Bhavan. You're the manager who slapped me in Sarana Bhavan, and I'm the trainer sitting down here training you. So it was a very good experience where karma is a boomerang. It comes back to you. Then that happened. We moved forward into unschool's transformation. Education is a primary option, and unschool is basically South India's first school of sports and fitness science. We are affiliated with Skill India, National Skill Development Corporation, International Accreditation Organization, which is registered under United States Department of Education. So this particular certification is valid across 165 countries, starting from certificate in personal training till diploma in strength and conditioning, which is almost a 10 months degree. We have like 20 certifications available at our institute. So the moment I was about to initiate this process of unschool, I had a lot of pull down where people say, no, I don't think it's the right choice to start. Who would do a training certificate? Hardly you can see, maybe 50,000 or 60,000 of income. So, but with all those negativities, we started off in a positive way. So once we started off, we had like,
we maybe will be producing only 100 students a year, but that should be produced around 300 students in the first year, with a track record of 70% placements, because we have our own campus in Finger Athletes. So now currently we are standing in the third year. We have completed 3 years successfully, and we are the only institution accredited by the national government body, international accreditation, and Tamil Nadu Skill Development Corporation, STC. So we are into the non-Mudugan project as well. We are trained 2,000 students,
and we're going to give them placements as well in this specific domain of sports and fitness. So the evolution of how we have seen sports in the past 10 years and where we are currently standing is the industry demand. So the moment we started unschool, right now we have produced around 900 students with 650 placements.
You take majority of gyms like Slam, Scale, Fitness One, Pink Centers, majority of sports clubs, you can see maximum trainers who are trained from unschool. So that is the record we have placed in, where we have broke the record of international certifications coming into play. So majority of trainers do know what unschool is and what we do. And we are also providing bachelor's and master's degree level program in sports and exercise science, strength and conditioning, in familiar universities like JPR, Crescent, SRM University, etc. So the course which I wanted to enroll is BSc Exercise Science, and life took a U-turn. It told me, don't study that course, introduce that course. And we are currently introducing BSc Sports and Exercise Science in majority of universities across Chennai, and we are also in the verge of tying up with many other universities. So, you guys are sitting in the first year from now. Correct? I think everybody is first year. Till the last, the back benches are correct. I need there at the speech group. So you have to listen to it carefully. You will never know. You will never know when life will change for you. Another moment when people told me you will only earn 10,000 from this industry, the only 1 year of record that I proved to one school, we are paying across 5 to 6 lakhs a year, 5 to 6 lakhs a month of just salary and incentive. So this is the record of Unschool at this moment. So you never know how life will turn for you. So always try to be humble, grounded, because the moment you are sitting down here as first years, இதே மைண்ட் செட்டில் 3 years இருக்க மாட்டேன். ஸோ அதுக்கு தேவை upskilling. See, as an entrepreneur, if I'm interviewing you, just with a degree alone won't help you. You need some additional certifications that has to help you get what. Skill factors plays a primary role in your market, in your life as well. The world outside is very competitive. You might think, you might be in a framework maybe, thinking that in the course I முடிச்சிட்டேன்னா வெளியில் போனால் I'll be getting a placement or a job for 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, whatever. Or maybe you might also think, this is just an entry level, maybe I want to do my masters. But whatever you do for that matter, நீங்கள் எங்கே போய் லேண்ட் ஆனாலும், if you are thinking that you're going to get only 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, trust me, you'll be only getting 50% of what you can do. Because the moment you start running behind money, the moment you have lost your passion, you have lost your identity, you have also lost your reputation and the connectivity in the industry. I think this period is all about learning. Don't run behind money, don't run behind fancy packages.
அதுக்கு இன்னும் வயசு இருக்குது. ஸோ until your age of 25, 26, try to learn whatever you can. Upskill
however you want to. Then comes the responsibility of everything, where you will automatically start. You will have a sense of thought where you want to be, and your mental maturity will also improve. Because the more you run behind money, what will happen is your entire core value will change. For example, let's say ஒரு ஆள் ஒரு மாதத்துக்கு 1 கோடி ரூபாய் சம்பாதிக்கிறார். Okay, so his yearly income is going to be around 12 crores. What do you think he will do with that 12 crores? நம்மளாக இருந்தால் என்ன சொல்லுவோம், ஒரு BMW கார் வாங்கலாம், பென்ஸ் கார் வாங்கலாம், சென்னையில் ஒரு 2 வீடு, துபாயில் 2 வீடு. But just understand and see, money is always about necessity and the needs for what you want to satisfy your daily routine for. That's all the value of money is. But at Tandi, there is something called networking. There is something called reputation. The moment you say your name, people should know you. That is where your growth is. That is where your success is. And also it's about giving back to the society. In Unschool at Tandi, what I personally do is, every year during admissions, since we have good contacts, we are connected with a lot of people through a lot of NGOs, trust, and all those things, which I like doing. I was very sure that என்னோட கண்டிஷன் யாரும் go through பண்ணக்கூடாது. Because எங்களுக்கு அப்போ டீச் பண்ண யாரும் கிடையாது, எங்கள் அம்மா அப்பாவுக்கு நான் சொல்கிறதும் புரியாது. So I was put up in a situation where I have to learn by myself. And that is where I started to learn. நான் இருக்கிற ஸ்பாட்டில் எல்லோரும் இருக்கணும்னு ஆசைப்பட்றேன். I want to see next generation entrepreneurs coming up, because the employers level is very higher. You have very good potential in the market. Be it whatever industry it could be, doesn't matter. You take whatever industry you want to. Make sure you're giving back to the society, because every year during the admissions time, almost 150 lower economic background பசங்களுக்கு we get admissions for them through a lot of NGOs and trust. So the moment you start giving back to the society will take care of you. And that is what success is all about. நாளைக்கு ஒரு 10 வருஷம் கழிச்சு நீ யாருக்காவது you're doing whatever you can back to the society or to a person who is really struggling. ஒரு 10 வருஷம் கழிச்சு, if he can identify you, trust me, that is success in life. You can never equate that with money. We can all say money is ultimatum, we can all say money is everything. But over a point in time when you mature, even if you earn like 100 crores a year, you செலவு பண்ண போகிறது என்னவோ 1 crore தான். What are you going to do with that 99 crore? So beyond that 99 crore, what is more wealth, what is more healthy is people will reciprocate what you do back to them. that is your success. And that will create an identity across you. நாளைக்கு நீ செத்து போயிட்டேன்னா அந்த டாக்டர் இருந்தார்ல அவர் செத்து போயிட்டாருன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. They wouldn't say that person who had 99 crore. There's a lot of difference. So your identity is your profession, and the profession determines what you do back to the society. So I constantly address a lot of students like in colleges. I only say only one thing. I would like to conclude saying this. Either you have to be one among the million, or you want to be that one who can lead the million. Makes a lot of difference. So I wishing you all good luck. Take care and all the best for your life. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for giving us an opportunity to listen to your life journey and delivering such an insightful and impactful speech. Hope the students are motivated.
We don't want to tell our dreams, we want to show them, says Cristiano Ronaldo. With that spirit, now I welcome Mr. Ramakrishnan, Director, Academics of one school, to address the gathering.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Nice to see you all here. My name is Ramakrishna. I work here as an academic director of one school. Now, I have been working in this industry, teaching as an educator for last 22 years. I've been teaching. I worked as a lecturer in North India. I worked here. I've studied in UK. I'm basically a sports person. Played my cricket and for university in Bristol, UK, and I was a doubles badminton champion there. So one thing I found out was I was not the best athlete. I knew very soon. I knew that I could not play for India because one, I had a lot of injuries where the training methodology, I'm talking about to early 90s, you know. People who were here from early 90s, they will know the warm-up for me, us, our coaches used to say warm-up, na ground or round panittu vaanga. That used to be the one, no diet, no static stretches, nothing. The whole idea of fitness was not available. I still remember when I first went to UK in 2001, that was the first time I found what an organized fitness is all about. So today, Unschool is not just here to talk about Unschool, we are also here to tell you that we can provide you an added career option or added value program to your already existing courses what you have joined. Right? So whatever programs you have joined, your bachelor's program, along with that we can also provide you value-added courses which will help you in future. Like from personal training, now you have strength and conditioning coach, now you have corrective exercise program. Now how many, I see so many people raise their hand for cricket, right? All of you know Rishabh Pant history. All of you know Rishabh Pant? Yeah? People at the back over there, right? Now he had a multiple, I am basically a sports physio and a sports biomechanist. I am also a cricket coach. I have trained people from athletics, cricket, and I'm also worked with sailors, hockey, so multiple field and also with many celebrities. So I had the opportunity from learning. You know, they say, I guess teachers can agree to that. The best way to learn is to teach, I guess, isn't it? So when I was teaching, I learned how to handle many people, and that's what you're going to do in training industry as well. Now, coming back, Rishabh Pant had his accident, every unfortunate accident. All his ligaments were shattered, badly injured. Because I studied his case history because I had friends in NCA, National Cricket Academy, who were working with them. So I looked at his case history. They said he cannot walk for another properly 6 months or so. And it will take him 2 years just to come to the ground. Thanks to the doctors, thanks to the physiotherapists, he played in the World Cup and we won the World Cup, right? But there is one set of support staff which nobody talks about, which made Rishabh Pant possible to come and play. Because I was a wicketkeeper batsman. Yoshi Paranga, 51 over, 6 balls, 50 overs match, for example, if you have to play, 300 times you have to squat and get up. How do you know how to do a squat? You know how tough it is, right? Excuse me, when I played here in India, we used to play 20-30 overs. Went to UK, 50 overs. Urdu to 6'4" height, 140 km/h ball at pace they are bowling. Imagine the kind of fitness we require. So Rishabh Pant, whose knee was shattered, recovered and came and played for T20 World Cup, all the matches, successfully took brilliant catches even in IPL and all. It's because of the support staffs like strength and conditioning coaches and fitness trainers available. So people say, see, doctors and physios are very important. I was a physio, but I never worked in a hospital because that was not my goal. When I found out that I was not talented enough to play for my country, so I thought, let me train those people who can play for the country. And I'm fortunate that I've trained people who went for Asian gold medalists, they went for World Championship, they went for IPLs, they went for World Cups. Many people have trained, and that was my satisfaction. Now, there is a required amount of skill set you needed for that. Now, not just fitness, not just sports fitness, because sports fitness is a niche crowd. You also have general fitness. Now, during COVID, everybody, had a history like, how many deaths were there? Right? We were very sad, and our family members, close members were also affected by it. We all agree to that. But do you know how many people have died out of diabetes, obesity? They are much, much more higher than COVID. Because COVID was more, expanded, more promoted. People knew more about it. But somebody said during COVID that you should walk. I live in T Nagar, Chennai. The terrace, I was doing my whole exercise because jobs were all closed. I never saw so many people walking and moving their hands. So I was happy. Some kind of physical activity is happening. Now, when we talk about fitness, what is just fitness is all about? Many people can give a definition and other things. Now, stress. Stress is something which we will all face in our life. You agree with that, right? Stress is something, physical stress and emotional stress. You will face that in your classes, when you have assignments to be given on time and you are not able to do during exams, during sports activity, the stress level, which is mental as well as physical. The ability to withstand these stresses is what fitness is all about. It's nothing other than ability to withstand the stress. Okay, if you have to sit here for an hour and you have a back pain within an hour, that means you're not fit enough to sit there. So fitness is all about ability to do that work. Our job as a trainer is to make you fit enough to do your job, which could be as an athlete or it could be a general day-to-day life. I had the provision of working with teachers also. We did some ergonomic sessions for teachers where, as a teacher we have to stand for a longer period and take classes. There are chances of low back pain, tightness of muscles. There are a lot of issues we suffer with. So fitness is a way of life. That is what we learn when we work in abroad. I worked as a coach in UK and also as a student. There are certain things which I've learned is the kind of discipline which we can bring into our courses. So what we did, one thing for compulsory is every student, whatever certification they are doing it from us, have to do CPR program. Cardiopulmonary resuscitation and first aid program. Our aim is every house should have one CPR certified. You don't know how and when it should be. God forbid, touch wood, you don't need it. But if you need it, you should know how to handle things. Right? You all are aware of what is first aid. On-field injury. Now, in India, not many institutes who are giving courses were making it compulsory, but we made it compulsory. It's like your hall ticket. Whoever you are, whatever you are, if you don't have CPR, you will not be allowed to write exams. So we have tied up with Apollo hospitals, okay, who will give you. So this is another value added for the courses. So we are in process of talking with your management for various workshops and programs which we will be launching in future or talking to. The talks are ongoing, and this induction, what we are doing is a part of that. So we are hoping there are multiple. See, I am also a certified nutritionist. So my aim was when in 1999 I started my career. I guess many of you were not born at that time. Okay, I'm 47. I'm also a bodybuilding coach. I have my six packs over here, not here. So my clients have won gold medal in the US, natural bodybuilding, so without steroids. So we teach about steroids. There are multiple things. We teach about what can it help. Mr. Pradeep, if you can get up. He is one of my first students in, I think, 2010 in Coimbatore. So today he is the General Secretary of Coimbatore Bodybuilding Association and National JFO in IBBF, and also certified trainer. And he is the regional head for Coimbatore Foreign School. So he'll be in touch with you guys periodically. So the thing what I'm trying to say here is, there are multiple career options for you all. Fitness is not just about having, earlier or the six packs in the trainer. Somebody looks like a model. See, in my 23 years of fitness experience, nobody has come to me and asked me about, can I have a healthy heart? Can I have a, a strong, I should be able to do my work. Most of them, 90% have asked me, can I have six pack? Can I have a figure like that model? Can I be looking like Surya, like how he was in Varna Mayaram? Or can I look like Gajni, Amir Khan? I'm not joking, that is what it is. Because we are so much fixated on aesthetic part. But your internal, if it's not good enough, your aesthetic is of no use. Right? So that is what we promote in Unschool. We promote your internalization, not just in your career, but your body as well. That is what we look at. So I would urge all of you, there are many of you who raised your hand for who wants to have a career in sports. So we are the one-stop solution for you for whatever virtue you want to go. We have a mechanical engineer here. We have another engineer, Pradeep. I am a physiotherapist. Okay, we have our HR and placement head who is MBA, HR. So we are into multiple dimensions into this. But our common goal is sports and fitness. Our ultimate aim is promote sports and fitness as a career option so that parents don't look at it. I remember 1994 was the first time I went to a gym. For day one, I dislocated my shoulder. Because I was going to a local gym, bench press, I didn't know the language, I'm from Andhra at that time. I didn't know how to speak Tamil. Okay, I knew that he's telling me to push. 65 kgs weight I was at that time. I did around 70 kgs bench press, shoulder gone, dislocation. My lesson number one, enna panna kudadu. So being a physiotherapist, I set up, even today I cannot do push-ups and pull-ups properly. So these are the things what you can learn, do's and don'ts. So I have trained around 35,000 trainers, physios and nutritionists over the years. And I am proud to say that one of my students is my boss today, Siddharth. So that shows the career option a growth can have. So his life history is another example and inspiration. So what is more proud moment for a teacher, right? When you see your students grow. And for me to work with him, to work under him is one of my proudest moments, because that is what, for me, it is not just his success, it is the success of the path we have chosen in the field of sports and fitness. So many of your trainers who are sitting there, I see you nodding your heads. I'm proud of you guys. Okay, I'm proud of you that you have selected this career, and I'm sure that many of you guys will get inspired by us today to select this as your career option. Thank you and have a great career. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Your expertise and dedication to your work were evident, and your words left a lasting impression on all the students present here.
As we come to the close of the session, I call upon Dr. L. Gopalakrishnan sir, Head of Department of BBA Logistics and PSGCAS, to extend the vote of thanks.
Respected Chief Guest, Mr. Guru Siddha, Managing Director, Unschool, and esteemed faculty members and my dear students. I am honored to express our deepest gratitude to our Chief Guest, Mr. Guru Prasad, for gracing our induction program with your presence and insightful address. Your visionary leadership and commitment to excellence have set the tone for our academic journey, sir. Your dedication to nurturing young minds is truly commendable. Also, extend our heartfelt thanks to our respected Secretary and beloved Principal for their constant support rendered organizing this successful event. And bouquet of thanks to all the faculty members and organizers who worked day in and day out to make this event a grand success. Once again, thank you all.